my name is Jenny and welcome back to our channel. And before we get started, you can subscribe and follow us in this channel, or you can more further details on www.goodskiller.com. So let's get started. And for today's video, we're going to spot the difference between the Louis Vuitton Neonoe, and it's right here. This is with a dust bag. It's called Louis Vuitton Neonoe, and I'm gonna put it out on a dust bag. As you can see, guys, this is not the authentic one of Louis Vuitton Neonoe. This is just the Super A copy of the bag. As you can see, I will just put this on a 360 view first, and together with the dust bag. This is the dust bag, the just right fit for this bag. And I think I don't have the box anymore. I just put it somewhere else, but I just have the dust bag. I will just put the dust bag here first. And this is the Louis Vuitton Neonoe in a Super A version. And I will just remove first. This is the sling. As you can see, guys, this is the sling of the bag. It's been wrapped. It's still unwrapped, guys. And a plastic, so it's not going to be deformed so easily inside, as you can see. And there's more inside. This is also a strap. This is a stud strap that you will put in here in these holes, as you can see this in here. And then let's unwrap first the sling. I'm going to put on the sling. I will remove the plastic first because the plastic is really tight in the sling. Okay, so I will remove it first for you guys. Once again, guys, this is not the authentic one. This is just the Super A copy of Louis Vuitton Neonoe, and I'm going to put the sling now. I will remove all the plastic because all the steel strap, steel chain, they have this kind of plastic. As you can see, this is the kind of plastic. Also the zipper from the inside, they have this kind of plastic to cover it because it's brand new. So I'm gonna put the chain, and I will remove the plastic again, guys, from the inside zipper because the plastic is a bit tighter. And now I'm gonna open this one. This is the long strap. It's a stud strap to adjust the opening of the bag. So first we're gonna put it in here, and also this one to the other hole, to the second hole. And as you can see, as I put all this, I'll put it into this hole again, this one, guys, here, and the other one. This one is look like this, and inside is look like this. And then of course, this is the leather stud. As you can see, there's a hole, a leather stud. So now we're gonna put the leather stud. It's a bit tight, the hole is so tight. So we need to be patient on putting it on to the hole. And to the other holes, guys. So that's it. So the Louis Vuitton Neonoe is like this. As you can see, you can wear it like this. And you can just adjust this strap. You can adjust the strap like that. And you can adjust it again to make it tighten. If you want to more be tight, it's like this. It's like this. But this is not the main fact of the video, guys. Actually, I already got one Louis Vuitton Neonoe, and this is the other one. Probably, guys, you are wondering what is going on. Okay, let me tell you. This is the Super A of the Louis Vuitton Neonoe, while this one is the authentic one of Louis Vuitton Neonoe. So as you can see, actually right now I cannot see any kind of differences from them because this one is a very good copy of Louis Vuitton Neonoe. In a color, in the strap, actually in the stud, it's also, I cannot tell the difference, but we're going to spot the difference in these two bags. Once again, this is the authentic. This is the authentic of the Louis Vuitton Neonoe, while this one is the Super A copy of Louis Vuitton Neonoe. So let's get started to spot the difference. First, I think we need to start at the outside appearance of the bag. As you can see, they have the both sides of the bags, the texture. Let's get started to the texture first. In my opinion, the texture of the Neonoe, the fake version is a little bit thicker. The feeling of a little bit thicker, but it's also smooth, but not as smooth like this. Oh, because of course, as usual, Louis Vuitton, authentic Louis Vuitton is always so smooth feeling. If you just touch it, it feels so smooth. Like this. Actually, they have the both kind of feeling. It's the same texture, I think. Yeah, they have the same texture. I think the one that made this bag is really good right now. This one is the same texture, but the authentic one is much more softer. More softer, while this one is a bit heavy, and there's also a little bit of rough feeling about the texture of this bag, the Super A copy. And then about the size, I think they have the same size. As you can see, they have the same size. Let me show it to you. They have the same size, but the weight is different. This Super A copy of Louis Vuitton Neonoe is a bit heavier. I think it's just a little bit heavier, little bit, not much heavier, just a little bit. While the authentic one of Neonoe Louis Vuitton is lighter one. I think the materials of this one is really lighter, lean, and super quality, while this one is, they put a lot of layers of leather inside, so it becomes more heavier and more thicker materials. And then about the straps. Right now I can see a difference into the strap because the strap of the Super A is a bit loosened, like it's not so fit. As you can see, this is the strap. This is the strap of the Louis Vuitton Neonoe in Super A version. As you can see, it's not fit. There's an extra allowance in here. It's not fit like this. This one is fit. It's very quality made strap. It's fit. It doesn't have any allowance, while this one is having allowance, which is, you really can notice it. And this one, nothing. It's fixed like this. So this one, you can see it's a bit loosened up and it's softer. The strap is softer, like, how to explain? It's softer like the texture of the bag of this one. But the strap of the authentic one is much more okay because it's a bit harder. Like, it's not gonna deform so easily. While this one, I think it's a bit loose enough. It's not that well made. And then let's move into the long strap with a stud. So as you can see, they have the same quality of the long strap stud, the connecting to make it close and make it open, as you can see in this video. Okay, let me show it to you. I think this one is much more longer, a little, but they have the same long strap with a stud. I cannot notice the difference between these long strap studs. And about the studs, this stud and the other stud, actually the sewing of this stud is a bit more quality. It's well made rather than this one, the Super A, the fake one. As you can see, the sewing of this is like there's a spacing, like it's not so well made. It's like they just sew it together and then finish, while this one is, as you can see, it's very well made. Like you cannot see any flaws, even the small stitching of the details. So that is the long strap with a stud, and then let's move on to the chains. This is the chains of the Louis Vuitton Neonoe Super A. I will show you this chain. This is the chains, and also the other side chains, as you can see. And let me show you the authentic chains, and also the other one. As you can see. And for my opinion, I think they have a big difference also, because these chains, the chains of the Louis Vuitton Neonoe Super A copy, is a bit thinner. It's so thin. It's a bit thinner, and also this kind of part, this part, the imprint logo of Louis Vuitton in this part is not so very clear. It's like it's not like well made like this one. This one is very clear. The logo of the Louis Vuitton and the authentic one in the chain, you can really see each letters on it, while this one is blurry and the letters is not so clear. And also the chains is thinner. It's a bit thinner, while the authentic one is a bit thicker. It's thicker, even in here, it's thicker. This is thicker, this is thinner. And also the chain, guys, this is thicker. The authentic one chain is thicker, while the Super A is a bit thinner. And also the studs of this one, the letters of Louis Vuitton is not so clear. I cannot see it clearly. I think they just put it like so carelessly because I cannot see it clearly. While this one, the authentic one, you can really see it clearly. And the gold of this one, the gold of the copy is a bit more color. Like it's so shiny, it's more color, like they add more golden color to the studs and to the chains. While this one is so naturally gold. It's not that so gold, but it's color gold. And also the chains in the other side, it's the same color. Also the chains in here, it's just the same. And also the letters of Louis Vuitton is, you can see it clearly in here. While this one is so gold, and I can't even read the Louis Vuitton logo on the studs on this one. It's not very clear. About the sewing, I think the sewing of this one, the sewing materials of the copy is a bit the same on the authentic one, because they also use a brown lid on this one, and it's also the same about the under. It's also the same. And again, as you can see, the Super A copy is a bit darker. This one is having a creamy color, not so brown, not so strong brown, but it's having a creamy color, while this one is much more darker. I think in the camera you cannot see it clearly, but personally you can notice that the Super A copy is a bit darker, while the authentic one is just some kind of creamy brown. And about the side views, here we go to the stitching. The stitching of this one is very obviously, as you can see, the side stitching is very obviously, and they have something like it made in France, which is not included to the authentic one because the authentic one don't have something like this. This one is so obviously imprint into the leather, while this one is not so very clearly to see, but you can notice the difference. This one is much more okay, and then rather than this one, because this one is a bit cannot read. Actually, it's more imprinted but cannot read so clearly. And about the stitching, the authentic one, of course, is well-made stitching compared to the Class A Super A copy of the Louis Vuitton Neonoe. As you can see, this is the stitching, same color, brown, dark brown. And to the other side, actually the other side have the same also imprinted logo of Louis Vuitton, the authentic also, but the copy is bigger imprinted logo of Louis Vuitton, while the authentic one is just a smaller imprinted code of Louis Vuitton. So let's move on to the inside of the bags. So I'm going to open this first. So let's see what is inside. So let's go first to the copy of the Louis Vuitton Neonoe. The inside, okay, I just noticed it right away right now, that the inside is having some of this. I think I can remove it. Some of this. Probably it's the over stitching of the bag inside. So as you can see, this is the bag inside of the Louis Vuitton Neonoe Super A copy. And this is the inside look of Louis Vuitton Neonoe Authentic. As you can see, you can see them both now. Actually, guys, the inside of these both bags are both in suede. Am I right? It's like, yeah, it's both suede and it's both so smooth. But this one is softer. The authentic one is much more softer than this one. And they also both have the inside pocket. The inside pocket is placed at the middle of the bag. As you can see, this is the inside pocket. This is the inside pocket of the Louis Vuitton Neonoe Class A copy. Inside pocket. And this is the inside pocket of the Louis Vuitton Neonoe Authentic one. It's also placed in the middle of the bag. So the zipper, let's check out the zipper of the middle pocket of the bags. They have the both sides of zipper. This is the zipper right over here. And this is the zipper of the authentic one. And they both have the same zippers, same size of zippers, but once you close and open it, this one is much more harder to open and close, while this one is very smooth to close and open at the same time. And the inside bag, as you can see, it's very smooth. The made of the inside bag is very smooth. There is no overstitching or any kind of unwanted inside. While this bag also have a smooth stitching inside, but it's not that so soft like the authentic one. And then actually, if I didn't really check these two bags right here, actually you will not notice that they are different. That this one is not authentic and this one is the authentic, because as you can see, they have almost the same quality. Not the same as original quality, but they really look the same in every side. So you must really check it first before buying it. To be a wise buyer, you really need to check every detail. And I hope that you learned something in my channel, in our channel. And for the meantime, let me give you some smart facts about the Louis Vuitton bags. Actually, the Louis Vuitton bags don't come up with accessories. They don't have any kind of extra accessories in a box or in a bag. Actually, this one have, because it have this one adjustable stud strap and also the sling one. Of course, it comes up with accessories, but the other one, like Neverfull, they don't have like extra accessories like slings. I think they also have, if it's really belong to the picture that you just brought from the internet or to the store. But to the real thing, they don't have extra accessories, so beware of extra accessories of Louis Vuitton. On my next video, we will discuss about the serial codes of the Louis Vuitton bags. But for the meantime, I just want to thank you for watching our video and hope to see you again. And don't forget to subscribe our channel, follow and subscribe. And if you want more further details, you can just visit our website on www.goodskiller.com. Thank you so much and see you again.